Alright everyone, this is Ivlith from Clan Wasted giving you guys another tutorial video. This one going to be on a base design. So let's get started on a little tour here. So this base took me roughly 500 wood blocks, about 48 iron bars, around 152 of the blocks needed to be upgraded to steel. The outside doesn't have to be steel, so we can go ahead and say maybe let's round that out to about around 80. It took me let's go down here, 100, about 169 of these little 50 or 1/4 blocks, and it took me about 122 of these little steel poles here. So, and about 172 of those spikes, which don't have to be upgraded to steel. All this stuff doesn't have to be upgraded to steel, but it does. These will have to be concrete. These will have to be concrete, and you can make these out of Adobe, but I don't know how Adobe works, so I don't know what the defense on it is. I'm pretty sure it's probably next to nothing. The steel spikes I recommend you upgrade them all the way to the highest tier of iron, but they do not have to be steel. But I'm somebody that's very nitpicky, and my base design has to be pretty. As far as the house is concerned on this, I didn't put one in. This is just a tutorial, but you just dig down, and I like to put my bases underground. A lot of people are against that. This could be just your horde defense base, and you can build your tower somewhere else. These here didn't have to be steel. These could be wood, so you can cut these out of steel. But like I said, I like for my base to be proportioned. These iron bars, they have to be the iron bars. You can use the frames, but I haven't used them. I just like the old iron bars, easier to shoot through. These vault hatches, just leave them that scrap iron because they open quicker. The other vault hatches don't they open very slow, so don't put a vault hatch on them. Just keep them to scrap iron frames. But the whole basis of this base design is and I'll go over the base design with you, is when a horde comes up, they get on the spikes obviously, and you just beat them down or shoot them from the top. You can shoot them from here. The spikes do most of the damage, so they fall rather quickly. And the reason why these have to be upgraded to steel is because if a crawler falls down, they can beat on this. So if you leave it wood, you can do that at your own risk. But if you leave it wood, they will eventually beat those down, and you don't want your spikes or your defenses to fall that way. As far as entry into the base, down here on this second level, you can just dig down in one of these little corners and go out about 10 paces and just put your little vault hatch. I was concerned when I first did that because I thought that they would go for the vault hatch, but their AI sends them here, so you don't have to worry about them going through that vault hatch. But as far as the base itself, I did an 11, so 11 blocks here by 11 by 11, because I like to go 4 paces in and 4 paces in to put the center of my house here. I just like for everything to be proportioned. You can make this even smaller. I mean, if you want to go, hell, if you want to go 2 out, I mean, you can. I mean, you can make it as small as you want to save resources, especially if you're a solo player. Here I went 3 out, and that fourth out is just a wall I put up. I recommend putting up the wall just because, one, it looks better, and two, these actual steel beams down here aren't attached to that steel. They're attached to the wood, and I don't know how the wood will hold up, and I'm very cautious about anything collapsing, so can't go in there yet. What I'm doing right now. Alright, sorry about that. Got stuck. But I'm very cautious about things collapsing, so I enclose everything in wood. those of you that don't really care and just want to build a quick base, I mean, you can leave all this wood out. You can leave all that wood out, but I would recommend putting wood above this dirt just to attach these beams. And when you do these beams, only put one on one side, one on the other, and then attach the one in the middle. If you try to go two out, it will collapse. I guess the weight of the beams is too much. But you're able to repair these spikes from the bottom down here rather easily. Loot zombies through these holes. But I got this base design from Skippy. I did a little bit for myself because, I mean, the base design he had was good, but I like to add in my own little mix to it. So if you want to see the original base design, just check out his YouTube channel. Other than that, I mean, it's pretty much a straightforward base. I mean, be careful when you place the resources. You don't want to overuse resources, but I've used this against, and I'll show y'all later on my, this is just a creative where I could build the base and give you guys a little tour of it. But on my regular YouTubes where I update my 7-day hordes, I'll show you guys me and a buddy of mine defending in this particular base against, and it won't be fully upgraded like this obviously, so you'll get a better idea of where you'll stand on it, but with minimal resources. But I'll show you guys a defensive video where we'll be in this base and we'll use it and show y'all that it does work. I got up to, before the reset on the experimental about a week ago, I got up to day 42 on this, and I mean, zombies might take 1,500 out of one of these walls or 1,500 out of one of the bottoms, but other than that, I mean, they don't really do too much damage to it. And I had a little bit different base design. I mean, I added towers in each one of the corners and, you know, spruced it up, made it look all nice, but you don't have to do any of that. This could be just a very simple base, and works pretty good against the horde. So if you guys got any questions on the design, just let me know and I'll try to respond to you as quick as I can. And make sure you guys subscribe, and I'll upload, if I can figure out a smaller version of this, I'll upload a smaller version. But you guys make sure y'all subscribe and check out my other videos and check out the base defense. Have a good one and stay wasted.